Alright, so I just uploaded this video accidentally to Supreme Lord Commander. Sometimes that, that happens too often. And it was really meant for Jeff. Censored, doesn't really matter there. I'm hoping most people are subscribed to both channels. And it's about Celine Dion, and it's a pretty angry reaction to what the Instagram account of her new clothing company, NUNUNUWORLD, is showing. And it's just overt Satanism all over. New World Order, I mean, just LGBT, I mean, just the whole kit and caboodle. I mean, I just kind of said in the video that they're not hiding at all. They're all coming out now, and it seems like they think that their New World Order is coming really soon, and therefore they're much more brazen and much more open about it. And we see all these stories like Celine Dion and kids wear brand new, right? We'll open this one up here for a second here. Celine Dion and kids wear brand new launch. And that's all as above, so below, you know, the N and the U's. Launch new kids fashion brand, right? Celine. And there's stories like this one here. All your news is the New World Order. So if you read news and you think, well, I'm going to go to this news because I'm going to get a different opinion, or I'm going to go to this site because I think that these people are more on the right or left or whatever, you're in their world. You're in their world. There's not going to be any articles that are going to come out and say Celine Dion just released this horrible satanic New World Order fucking clothing line targeting children and causing gender confusion and all this crap. They're not gonna. There's not articles that'll be put out that illustrate that. They're going to say things like, if Celine Dion can embrace gender neutral clothing, why can't mainstream brands do the same? And that's how they incrementally push everything in. Right, by saying, "Well, look, Celine Dion's a trailblazer. She came out and she challenged the standard." I mean, fuck. These people are sick. They are really sick people, and this is really, it's an evil sort of thing for sure, 100%. It's extremely evil what's going on, and everyone should be very concerned about this. And I came out and said basically, yeah, if you support Celine Dion, you're a bad person. I fully believe that. I mean, you could be completely clueless and just like the music, I guess, but that would make you have bad taste in music kind of thing. But anyways, that's not a big deal, is it? But if you support the person after what they have done with their clothing brand, you are by definition a bad person because you're supporting an attack on children. And it is an evil attack on children. It's an attack which you're trying to destroy children through sexuality, through satanic programming, through role reversals, through all these things. And there's nothing hidden about it. What I showed in the video were all these horrible satanic sort of images that they were posting, like over and over again, all over the website. You know, just death and, Satanism, Baphomet, one eye symbolism. It's all over. I mean, there's a whole slew of posts that show you this. And this is her brand. This is her line. So ultimately, she's responsible for it. The commercial itself, in my opinion, should get Celine Dion arrested. I don't know what you could technically charge her for, but I mean, the commercial is such a horrible thing. It's like she breaks into a maternity ward and she blows all this black satanic dust over the children, and that changes their genders, right? And then you get this, the whole cross. It's really the inverted cross, of course, symbolism that they're showing here with the children. It's extremely evil. I mean, they've got the owl eyes, the Baphomet, they've got the unicorn, of course, the zombie. It's just there. It's in your face. It's evil what's going on. It's extremely evil. It makes me concerned because they seem like it's close. Like they seem like, well, we're in a full free fall here. I mean, they are performing satanic rituals right in front of us. They're doing it to our children. They're putting it in the cartoons and the television shows, and they're doing it everywhere. I mean, surely this is not acceptable for humanity. Surely people would be outraged, but instead people are I guess. I mean, people have been so programmed And it makes me very angry because it's like, I know people don't have time to know what's going on. I understand that. Everybody's busy. I understand that. But I mean, come on. It's one thing not to have time to invest into learning what your entertainment is, but it's another thing to blissfully or blindly fucking continue to consume it, knowing, hearing, that enough people, and I'm sure everybody out there has heard the term New World Order and Agenda, well, maybe not Agenda 2030, but they've heard New World Order and Satanism, and I'm sure most people are at least a little bit familiar of that, and yet they choose to ignore it. Ignorance kind of thing. They choose and they say, well, I mean, you're gonna go and support these people who are professing a satanic sort of indoctrination of your children, a eugenic sort of destruction. That makes you, by definition, a bad person. So it's very troubling. It's very, very troubling. So if you haven't seen the video here, she breaks into...
It's okay. I'm Celine Dion.
You see, it's okay. I'm Celine Dion. What is that supposed to mean? I mean, as I said in the video, well, then I'll kick you in the teeth, Of course, I don't mean that, well, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever have the opportunity to do so to Celine Dion, but I mean, these people are awful. So she's being arrested because she broke into a maternity ward and fucked with all the kids. I mean, you have no business whatsoever telling parents that they're not really the parents of their children. You have no business telling people that they should be gender neutraling their children, or they should be bringing up their boys as girls or their girls as boys. You have no business whatsoever. And your celebrity status it's meaningless to me. It means less than nothing. It means that you have taken the deal. It means that you have signed out, or that you have made the deal. You have sold out long ago. So it doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't mean that you're successful, that you worked hard for your success. It just means that you made the right deals and you were willing to do what they told you to do, and you're willing to take part in this type of hideous satanic New World Order deception.
Our children, they are not really our children.
See, they're our children. They are not really our children. Okay, well then I'll come and get your kids and think, well, they're not really yours, Celine. Well, but you're Celine Dion. See, it's your kids. It's your thing, right? But, right, this is what they're trying to tell you over and over again. They've been saying it for a very long time with the lean forward, and people got to think about this privatization and this idea of privatized children and stuff, like your children are yours and they belong to you, when really children belong to the community and it's everyone's responsibility. That's just New World Order 101 programming. That's saying parenting shouldn't exist anymore, and it should be the state that raises your kids. And when you have the state raise your kids, then this is the type of indoctrination and programming that they will be subjected to on a daily basis, on an hourly, minute, second by second basis.
As we are all just links in a never-ending chain that is life. For us, they are everything. But in reality, we are only a fraction of their universe. We miss the past. They dream of tomorrow. We may thrust them forward into the future, but the course will always be theirs to choose.
Yeah, your little satanic babies now, thanks to Celine Dion. Right, with your 5-pointed pentagram star, right? Your Saturn, binary Saturn sort of symbolism all over. And New Order, of course, which is New World Order. I mean, I tell people all the time about New World Order and they think it's fantasy. They think I'm crazy. Like, there's a New World Order that they're forming. Yeah, whatever. You've been watching Alex Jones. No, Alex Jones is part of the New World Order. He's actually a shill. He works for them. Yeah, okay, whatever. I bet you think the earth is flat is the next thing that you get. And you just try to tell people, like, look, your celebrities are they're the last people on planet Earth that you should be listening to. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's they're not hiding anything now. Nothing's being hidden. It's all in the open. It's all in plain sight now. And they're I guess, they've taken over all the social media at this point. They've destroyed the truth movement. They've replaced it with the flat earth movement and all these other little bullshit things. And they've eradicated freedom of speech, and now they're just coming out and they're saying, yeah, we're gonna fuck with your kids. We're gonna fuck them. We're gonna fuck them. We're gonna bring them into a different world. We're gonna take control. They're not your kids anymore. You gotta stop thinking them as your kids. They belong to the New World Order, and we'll do whatever we want with them. It's pure evil.
I can't believe they called security. I mean, oh, come on, I'm Celine Dion. I'm not spending the night in jail.
You should spend the rest of eternity in hell. That's probably where you're going to end up, Celine. I mean, if there's any justice in the world, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Holy shit.
Guys, relax, easy. I'm Celine Dion.
Yeah, girl, and I'm Beyonce.
I'm calling my...
There's Celine NUNU. And this is their website with all their death. I mean, why are you buying skulls for your baby? Why would your little toddler need a skull fucking sweatshirt? Why would you buy that? Right? I mean, look at what these people are up to. It's out of this world what's going on. It's out of this world. It really is so evil. It pains me that it's this evil. It pains me. I wish I was like, yeah, you know what? I once believed in conspiracies, but then, I realized it was all just garbage and crap and all that. No, it's much worse. I'm sorry. It's much worse than even I thought it was years back. It's much, much worse, and it's right in the open, and there's no doubt that they're very, very confident about what they're doing. I mean, they control it all. And I guess if you were in that much control, you'd feel there's nothing that's going to possibly stop you. So you might as well boast and brag and promote it and strut it and just, put it in everyone's faces. Just throw it in everyone's face. Just put it out there over and over again and just constantly beat people in the face with this. I mean, other people are seeing this, right? And people are writing here, NUNUWORLD puts whisper in your ear. NUNU, inspiration. This is their inspiration. Sick pedo pushing Luciferians. What's done in darkness will always come to light. May all of those who believe and who have been prey to these pedos rise above and expose them all, right? I mean, other people are obviously saying this, and people are calling it out. And this is just one celebrity out of, thousands, I imagine, but one of the bigger ones, obviously, that are all doing the same thing. And it's all over your media. I mean, these stories coming out. Celine Dion, is breaking down barriers. She's employée à faire la propagande de la grande genre. You get a lot of stories that come out dealing with Celine Dion being progressive, and now she's united with Shania Twain, another Canadian celebrity that obviously made the deal a long time ago. Nobody makes it to the highest level of success. I mean, so they say Celine Dion sold 250 million records. I mean, that, I don't know. That might be even as many as the Beatles have sold. And I don't even think I have to insult people by asking whether they think Celine Dion is at the same level as the Beatles. Right? Celine Dion isn't into gender conformity when it comes to raising her kids. CNN, Satan, you know, I mean, this is their world.
The first time I brought them to Disney, I thought they were going to go for, you know, the big superheroes. They were looking at princesses. And they all wanted to be, you know, Minnie Mouse.
They all wanted to be Minnie Mouse. I mean, it's all an act. It's all a play. So, does it have any validity? Probably not. But that's the story that they'll tell you. So she has decided that, you know what, I'm going to free my kids. Well, what am I telling you about what they're trying to do? They want people to stop having babies, period. And they want to take complete control of human reproduction. They want to produce a new type of human being. Yes, absolutely. And that's what they're coding in these videos, showing the rise of a new mutated type of transhumanist human that they want to bring in. Their Baphomet, right? Transgenders.
And then I said, but what about Mickey? And then I'm saying to myself, you know what? It's okay. You know why it's okay?
666.
Because they're talking. They're finding themselves. We may thrust them forward into the future.
They're talking. They're finding themselves. Kids aren't supposed to find themselves. Kids are supposed to have strong role models, mothers and fathers, to help guide them in life. That's the whole purpose. The kids aren't supposed to make the decisions. The adults are there to make the decisions. The adults are supposed to parent the kids and provide the right guidance so that they become proper functioning human beings. It's not supposed to be, well, I'll let my kid decide whatever. That's the New World Order. Oh, well, my kid watched it on television. Now he wants to be a princess, so I'm going to let him be a princess. Well, what if your television's evil? Oh, that's ridiculous. Of course television isn't evil. Of course television is a wonderful thing. I put my kids in front of television all day. I mean, it's not evil. It's wonderful. It's what's best for the kids. And now they want to be a girl if they're a boy. And you know what? They learned that from the television. I'm glad. Because the television taught them something about themselves. They're learning themselves through the television. If you can't detect the sarcasm, well, then there's no hope. But yeah, it's an attack on human reproduction. And this is one of the biggest themes that I've been showing for a very long time. And yeah, these people are fucking evil. And it's very, very disturbing to see this. So if you want to go check out the video on Supreme Lord Commander, go and check it out. That was supposed to be for this channel. Jeff censored and accidentally went up there. I put an age restriction on it because I do swear. And I figured YouTube's probably going to take this video down. And there's like trolls showing up and shit like that, shitting on it, because of course they don't want people like me to have a voice and tell you about what's going on. So, I mean, it's going on. It's for real. They're doing this shit, and they're fucking with us all. So, you know, we got to start standing up and speaking out about it. I mean, if you know people that are into Celine Dion, maybe it's time to talk to them and say, well, maybe you shouldn't like Celine Dion. You know, maybe you should just stop. Get some classical, you know, music or something like that. Something that doesn't have a celebrity, doesn't have any sort of nasty agenda behind it, and listen to real music and real good music, and just cut out all this shit, because it's not good for you at all. And the only way that we're going to win this now is through word of mouth. I mean, taking to the streets and talking to people one-on-one, because we're not going to be able to do it this way. This way, these videos get taken down, my channels all get taken down, and I'm censored, like, you know, like it's going out of style sort of thing. So it's an uphill battle. So we have to all kind of work together and try our best. So anyways, I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this. I hope that you can speak out against this attack on children, and tell people you know that gender neutral is not the way to bring up children at all. It's the way to destroy children. You want children to not be confused about their sexuality. You don't want kids to be confused about sexual reproduction. That's all. You just say, well, there's a man and he has a penis and the woman has a vagina, and that's how we make babies, and that's why men go with women. That's all. And if they decide you know, after you bring them up really well and teach them all this stuff, and if they decide that they want to go down and be with somebody the same sex, well, at least you gave them the foundation. At least you gave them a strong foundation, and you taught them well. But chances are, if you do teach your children well, they'll be more than fine. But if you allow your children to be programmed, if you're not there raising your kids, if you're allowing the state, the schools, and you're allowing the television to raise your kids, well, they're going to be fucked up like you can't even imagine. Because you think this generation's fucked up, wait till the next couple generations come out, because they're getting progressively worse. I think most of us can agree. And it's nothing against those people. I feel nothing but sympathy for the kids that are out there. I try every day to reach these kids, because I try to say, look, I understand, you know, what you're going through, and I'm trying to help you. You know, I'm here to be an instrument of good, to try to stand up against this evilness. So anyways, thanks for taking the time to listen, and if you can, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you're subbed to all my channels, the Supreme Lord Commander and Jeff Censored Live, and you know, if you can, come and support me on Patreon. It means a lot to me to have some support, because it helps me pay the bills and gives me more time to do this work. So your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you all so much, and have a wonderful day.